Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Nightwing from Batman Nightfall. And I'm gonna do my best to make as few dick jokes as possible. And for those of you who aren't clear why I'm saying that, his name is Dick. Richard Grayson. Dick. They call him Dick. And so it's very hard for me to not say Dick a whole bunch in my reviews that have Dick in them because I'm very immature. Okay, so this figure is what you might expect it would be. There's not a whole lot surprising about it, but there is some stuff to show. If you're interested in getting this look for him, you might want to check out this review. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I would like to show you my package. I do think McFarlane has some of the best packaging at the sub $30 price point. It's very basic, but I like it. It looks good. And if you keep your figure in there, they're usually displayed well enough in there, so that's pretty cool. Alright, there you go. Some artwork that makes the character design look so much better than this right here. Goodness gracious. Oh, alright, well, there we go. Alright, let's get into the figure. He stands roughly 7¼ inches. That's going to make him just about 18½ centimeters. And here he is up against the figure that's in a different scale, which makes sense. Alright, let's do a quick question of the day. How do you feel about this look for Dick? And which version of Dick do you prefer, if not this one? For me, I like the slightly armored black with the light blue highlights. That's my favorite look. What was it? Was it Young Justice? One of the cartoon versions I think was his absolute best look, but I'll take any of, as far as like comics in the basic look, the black with the blue. I like that, but slightly armored. I think slightly armored would do better than spandex. This, I hate this right here, but like this right here, I don't mind it. It's not my favorite, but I'll definitely take it. All right, that's what she said. So let's go ahead and dive into it. The body we've seen before, and it's okay. It's just still really narrow in the chest. It's not terrible proportion-wise until you get to the chest. It's way too narrow, and it gives him like a hunched over look because the neck is weird and the chest is weird. And if you look right here, this kind of demonstrates it. If you look right in this region, the way the man boobs dip in, and then we have this big lump right here for these top abdominal muscles, the bottom of the rib cage, and then how narrow the pecs are compared to the serratus muscles and to the waist. It's very weird looking. And then if you look at how unshapely the legs are, McFarlane's just not trying at all. They're not trying at all. The arms have really no muscle definition at all, no bulk or definition. It's not a good looking figure from the sculpt perspective. It's not the absolute worst thing, but it's not good. Also, his abs are huge, giant flat pancake abs. So that's the thing. All right. Okay, and then now we have to talk about the worst part about this figure. Well, I guess there are two of them. This right here looks like hot shit. What the flippin' heck? One, that's not the right belt. Two, look at the chest and shoulder thing. What were they thinking? Oh my goodness, is this ugly? This is the worst. It's the worst. And okay, so that's terrible. But then let's look at the face. I don't know. I've never seen Dick look like that before. That looks like somebody pretending to be Dick. Like his jaw is bigger than the rest of his head. He's got little beady eyes. He looks like a villain, frankly, the way they sculpted the face. That doesn't look like Nightwing to me. Ever. Ever. Man, they did such a bad job on that. Look at how... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's hideous. I'm sorry. If you like this look for him, then you got screwed because they didn't do a good job with it. They did not do a good job with this. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. That yellow and black paint job for that gold part is just unjustified. It's not good. Now, as far as accessories go, he comes with one fist hand on him in the package and one hand where he's holding a cookie. Then you get another fist hand and a few other hands for holding things and doing things. So that's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. And then, of course, you do get your super useful DC display stand and the trading card collector card, which I already showed you. That shows you how cool the character can look, but demonstrates how bad the figure looks. Okay, so accessory-wise, 3 out of 10. Let's move on to the articulation. It shouldn't be surprising because we've seen it all before. Head moves around well enough because double ball pegs are great. Even on a crappy figure, they tend to work. All right, we do have the movement in the shoulder, which is nice. If you're going to use it, fine. It's a good thing to have extra articulation, unless it's going to ruin the sculpt to oblivion and back. So that is a problem, or sculpt. Paint job, which should be sculpt, I should say. Yeah, that's a problem. All right, but you do get the full range there, bringing them out to the side. Just a touch better than horizontal. You do get your bicep swivel in there, that's fine. Double jointed elbow should work just fine considering how much of a bicep he doesn't have. Yeah, little chicken wing going on there. Little tiny arms. His hands and wrists and arms are so tiny for a comic book character. Let me just tuck him in like this. It looks like it's not even meant to be there. Like it's from a different figure. Did they take some parts from an old 5-inch figure and stick it onto this guy? Little tiny chicken wings. All right, I'm sorry. I'm 9 years old. So he can lean back on the diaphragm joint. He can't lean forward. On the bottom part, it's basically the same. So yeah, side to side and then back is okay, but no forward really. It's just acceptable. All right, you get your rotation. For the hips, they go out to the side pretty nicely. That's all right. Bringing them forward, forget about it. The way they do their diapers is not good. So very, very limited range on probably the most acrobatic character in all of DC. Can't go back too far either. Just a little bit. The cheeks do stretch, and that's actually not bad because that's fairly close to how the butt cheeks actually work muscle-wise, so that's good. They really should just cut a little bit more out of the crotch right there, and you can do that yourself to get better range. Thigh swivel. It's there, but just barely. Double jointed knees. Yeah, you get full on range, but boy, are they way too long from the knee down. Holy crap, it's not even down here, and it's still, he could almost kick himself in the middle of his back. That is crazy disproportionate. That is not good. Range is fine, but design not good. Ankles go all the way back and all the way forward. Still crappy, overly ratcheted joints. Ankle rocker works nicely though. Toe hinge is well enough placed. It's a little bit too soft. Well sculpted though, that's a good thing. I do want to point out the wrist hinge itself is an abomination. It's super tiny and sculpted, and it only looks good in this position. All right, so with the hinge going this way, that's the only way that joint looks good. In the package, it comes on him like this, and it looks like he's just got like something stuffed into his glove. It's just, stop doing that, Todd. Damn it, Todd. What'd I tell you about your sculpted joints? You can't keep doing it like this. Okay, so I already applied to them once and they said no, so I don't have to be nice anymore. Yeah, articulation's kind of butts on this thing, so I'll give it a 5 out of 10. And now it's time for the cake rating. You thought I was going to do final verdict. Not yet. His cakes are not great. The way they've sculpted them down to here is good for a diaper piece. It makes it look semi-natural, but you also still have to sculpt the cakes properly, and they're not the worst in the world, but they're not the right shape. I'm only going to go 3 out of 10. There's a little bit of effort there, but not too much. Okay, and now it's time for the final verdict. Frankly, it's not worth buying. There are too many things that are just egregiously wrong with it. That yellow V on his chest that's painted on and looks like crap. The head, that's not good. The little tiny chicken wing arms, that's not good. Like, there's just way too much that's not good. The colors aren't really accurate to the source material. It should be darker blue and gold. It's just not good. Overall rating on this guy, I'm taking away some points for things that I hate so much that it's not going to be an accurate rating based on the previous ratings, but I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. It's pretty darn bad. I think it's one of the ugliest figures they've released. But you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we will talk peacefully or fight violently, verbally via keyboards if you would like. So that's it for me though. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos every day almost. I'll get back to every day but Wednesday soon, but I'm just kind of not home enough to be filming enough right now, trying to get that basement finished. But anyway, I do have that, and I have thousands of videos already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.